I'm Daneisha.
I'm Ashley. And we're just here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we can start off with talking about why we wanted to do the podcast. How long? We've been wanting to do the podcast for forever.
God, years, yeah.
Years. We've always had the saying of, I'm just here. So figured it'd be fitting for the name of our podcast. So, yeah.
Because we are literally just here. We don't know what to do with ourselves.
Yep.
Can't make decisions for the life of us.
Nope.
Can't do anything.
Nope. Never.
I think we've been wanting to do the podcast for at least the past 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been friends way longer than that.
Yep. 14, 15 years. Ever since, what, 8?
2008? 2008 or 2009.
Yeah, it was 8th grade?
Yeah.
8th grade.
Because Sierra moved.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
You know.
Been best friends ever since.
Not very often that you can find someone that you're with for that long, I feel like.
Nope.
And even what's crazy, because I was thinking about this when I was just in the bathroom before, like, we knew we were going to do this today. I was thinking about it in my head because I was like, what am I going to talk about? And I remember distinctly being like, it's crazy because we both had 2 separate realms of friends, but we stayed friends.
Yep.
And even though we lost those other connections, even though we looked like 2 totally different people when you looked at us, stayed friends through it all.
Yep.
Because we really were on 2 separate worlds.
2 totally different spectrums.
in looks. I feel like in personality and stuff, we were very still similar. But in looks, we were
for sure
apart.
For sure. Yep. Good times. Good times. What else?
I mean, I don't know. I can always go into the story of, well, I guess you can sit here.
I knew you were going to bring that up. It's not as bad as what she makes it out to be. Just saying, no.
So,
although younger Ashley was definitely very sassy,
but I also
did not mean it in the way that it came across.
I also don't know that it was really as how it came across to me as I say it now, because now it's
just to poke fun.
Yeah, now it's just the shtick is just to poke fun. But whenever I first came to this state, I got on the bus and I was all by my little lonesome, all scared, and here comes this beautiful lady saying, "I guess you can just sit here."
To be
that's
fair,
how she said it.
To be fair,
I don't think that's how you really said it.
No, I don't think it was. I mean, I probably had a little bit of sass because I'm just like, who are you?
But it's also,
my typical person that used to sit with me on the bus was not there that day, and Daneisha got on the bus. She was new on the route, came to sit, and I said, I guess you can sit here because my person that I usually sat with was not there that day. Probably came across a little snarky. I'm not 100% sure. Could not tell you. Yeah. I've slept since then too. But it goes to show it worked.
Yeah, your snark worked. You reeled me right in.
It's okay because we give it back and forth to each other now anyway. So.
But I think it's funny because I definitely don't think you said it as snarky as I remember it. But now at this point, it's just funny to do that. And I remember you introduced
makes the story better.
Oh yeah, and you introduced me to all of your friends. You were like a light to me because you were my first friend here.
Oh,
so
thanks.
Enough with the sap, I suppose. The whole, I think, premise that we both want in this podcast that we're both going to be too awkward to really say is that we just want to have good times. It's just an excuse for us to be able to hang out and have good vibes.
Yep.
And if you enjoy us, then you get to hang out and have good vibes as well.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll be covering topics of travel, our travel stories, paranormal stories, what else? What was I going to say? Conspiracy theories, maybe eventually listener stories, kind of a broad variety.
Between the paranormal, lifestyle and travel, haunted things, maybe even occasionally some abandoned things.
Yep.
Books. Who knows? We're just here to hang out.
Yep. We're just here.
We're just here. I didn't even...
Just here?
I did not even mean... I'll see myself out.
And this is why we chose the title of our podcast, as I'm just here.
Yeah. I didn't even mean to segue into that. It just kind of happened, but, you know.
I feel like that'll be something that'll happen quite often. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Originally from Arkansas. My dad was military, so we moved around a little bit, grew up north, eventually came back down south. I used to do hair. I used to be a cosmetologist. I still am a cosmetologist. I just don't practice it anymore. At the soap factory, which I work with Daneisha. Make all kinds of bath goodies and everything like that. Home-wise, laundry, everything. Personally, I've been getting back into reading. Have been enjoying that. I love crafting, making jewelry, anything crafts really. And then anything outdoors, traveling, hiking, anything of the sort. Yeah. Chilling at home with cats. Hanging out with this one.
I mean...
Pretty much it.
I'm just here.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I don't know. I moved here when I was a teenager. We became best friends. Still figuring out the things that I enjoy. But for the most part, I enjoy gaming, reading, and watching movies. I love horror movies. They are my absolute favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much spend my time, if I'm not gaming or watching movies, in bed reading with the cats.
Yep.
Or with her.
Yep.
I think some of my favorite outdoor activities we've done is going crystal digging.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing Thunderhole in Acadia National Park.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
That was amazing. We can talk about that in one of the episodes of the podcast.
But other than that, I work at the soap factory. I make decorative potions for the funsies that do the color changing swirls. I am in the process of building my home library.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful home library to add. So.
And otherwise, I just dye my hair. A lot. That is who I am. I
live vicariously through her, so she can dye her hair, and I live through her.
Use full send. I saw what you be pinning on Pinterest.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it.
You should.
I should.
I had the nickname in high school. Oh, the girl who dyes her hair all the time?
Yeah.
So.
Is what it is.
So yeah, that's just,
Yeah.
So, if you feel like tagging along and tuning in to our podcast to see what it's going to become, next week I will be discussing the Savannah, Georgia cemetery that has been widely known as supposedly haunted, the Philadelphia Eastern State Penitentiary and its tragedies that it had, and the Arkansas Dover Lights.
So excited about that. And also, I will be covering the Appalachian Bell Witch, the local Crescent Hotel here in Arkansas in Eureka Springs, and then the widely known Skinwalker Ranch.
So tune in and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.